Tell them one Exiles. What is up? What is going on, YouTube? Hello. This is actually my second ever Path of Exile video. I'm pretty excited about. So I've been kind of thinking of different ideas and what type of content I want to put out there. Now, this is not going to be the only type of Path of Exile content. I'm hoping to do a little bit more build evaluation once I get my character a little bit more up there in level. I'm kind of still playing around a little bit with the POB version of the build. I'm currently running a Fire Cyclone, and it's a lot of fun. You're gonna see from this video. I will say the movement speed is a little bit slow, but hey, you know, it's such a blast seeing those heralds being put to work. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop over straight to what we're gonna be doing today, and that's gonna be running a particular map. What I'm kind of wanting out of some of these video series is I'm wanting to test out each map. Like, I'm gonna be putting out more and more content, more and more videos. Not gonna be very long, just something you guys can enjoy playing the game with me. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the very first easiest map to run, which is beach map. I'm gonna probably just run 5 because it's a pretty short map, to be honest with you. And as a heads up, guys, those of you that are also new to this game, anything underneath, let's go ahead and bring up our map tab here. Anything underneath yellow, like all these white maps here, they're known as white maps, just freaking transmute them, guys. We're gonna go ahead and just transmute all 5 of these. Boom. Honestly, the mods that are on them not really gonna play much of a difference, especially if you're gonna run, you know, a Fizz Ella type of build like mine is. Usually, I kind of pay attention to things like equilibrium, elemental equilibrium, excuse me, reflect and whatnot. And regen. But on this one, you're really gonna just kind of worry about regen, I believe. So. I'm going to show you guys what kind of stuff I'm going to get from this map and how fast it's going to be to clear with just, you know, an average build. I'm not like some kind of super speedy map running guy, but I am, you know, I'm a currency farmer. I like to just sit, chill, clear maps, and, you know, get that currency. So we're going to go ahead and run through it and see what kind of stuff we get at the end of it. I'm going to go ahead and have a dump tab ready. That way we can see, hey, at the end of this map, we gained this, that, and another. Who knows? I've actually doing some of these white maps before in the past. I've actually gotten some crazy stuff, and I'm sure you guys know about the, you know, burial chambers. You get the doctor in, which I have gotten, but completely surprised me. Kind of helped boost my character. Just honestly, I think I just sold it and got the like 7 exalts for it. It was pretty nice. Traded him for some fusings. Got my my bronze lithe, 6 linked, and I'm actually still benefiting from it. So hey, you never know, guys. You can get some pretty sexy drops. I hate those monsters that just kind of run away as you're trying to get them, especially one of those little monkey guys. I forget what they're called. Those are the worst. Those and the goats. They always run away from you when you're trying to kill them. Yeah, so we got arid lakes here. So far, we're actually not getting anything good on this one. And honestly, guys, I would not recommend using any of your chisels or none of your alks. Even on things like beach map, which is pretty linear, pretty straightforward to be able to take out and clear. I do notice things like these items you see here that have got an outline of like a little baby blue on it. I do pick those up because those are worth a chroma when you vendor them. So as we're going through, I mean, I grab things like alteration and like this right here. I will show you guys right after this particular map which filter I'm running. That way you can actually have that pop out. So we'll go ahead and hit alt here. You see all the items that are here, but I'm not seeing them because most of it's just garbage items that you don't really need. It's just there to kind of waste space. So I went ahead and put one of these filters on so that way I'm able to just kind of get what I want. It's stuff that's valuable for the most part. I mean, obviously there's some things that are still going to pop up that I'm not going to need. Especially those of you guys out there that like to do things like the chaos vendor recipe and whatnot, which is pretty cool. If you're running, you know, I would say if you're running low on, you know, chaos that you need like 1Z, 2Z type of deal, but honestly, I wouldn't like invest time specifically looking for it. We did get a Viridian Jewel here, which is nice. You never know what kind of rolls. Hey, I've actually gotten rolls that are worth like 10, 20 chaos before, so let's go ahead and grab that. Go ahead and do a Zayna mission here. I'm trying to level my Zayna up. As you guys can see, I got the Immaculate Hideout. So I'm trying to get her max level. Get my crib here. Alright, so we're gonna find a map item. Same monsters increased the time. So I actually haven't done this one in a little bit. Oh, we got a scour. Nice. All right, we can go ahead and keep clearing through, see if we can get anything. Oh, we're even doing this area. Oh, it looks like we already did it. And we picked up a lookout map. Oh, it's just a tier 1. Oh. All right, so that was easy. We're gonna go ahead and just go back over to her. Boom. And then we're gonna continue mission. See what else we can find. As you can see, like I said before, it is a very linear map. It's super easy to do. You can probably knock a bunch of these out really quickly. And especially if you're low, if you just entered maps, you're probably gonna benefit a lot more than, because I'm what, character level 89 with this guy, so I'm not gonna get much stuff from it. Easy peasy. All right, so from that particular run, I got a 1 chroma thing. All right, see if we got anything good on here. Lightning res. We'll go ahead and sell that one. I would say when it comes to jewels and res, honestly, all res. Instead of particular lightning, fire. I mean, you're probably gonna find that onesie, twosie guys that's kind of looking for that. But I feel as though I know whenever, if I'm gonna put L or res on a jewel, I'm usually want it to be all res, because you know, it kind of frees up some more gear slots. So we didn't get a whole lot from that run. What are these? Okay. I was like, didn't we have a couple more of these in here? All right, so this particular mod is inhabited by, oh, hold on. FYI, by the way, guys, if you ever want to know what mods are on there, you may have missed it. If you hit tab, you'll see it up here at the top. Inhabited by skeletons, 20% less recovery rate of life and energy shield. Contain beasts to hunt. Interesting. 35% increased quantity of items found in this area. That's a fantastic mod for us. 17% increase in rarity of items found in this area, and 11% monster pack size. So that actually sounds like mods that are gonna help benefit us. All right, see, as you can see, boom. We got a strong box here. Usually, I like to grab a transmute while we're clearing. You're gonna find like a bazillion of them. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I know I forgot to show you a little bit ago what my current filter is. This is the filter right here I'm using. Just pick that up from the forums, guys. Easy peasy. Just look up map filters. If you have particular things you're looking for, you'll be able to easily grab what you want. So that way you can only see items that you're looking for. You're not really having to sift through. You can keep clearing maps and be able to. Believe me, I was that guy. I'm new to the game, and I was that guy, like sifting through. Like, look at this. Like all these items. Hatred, greed. Hold on one second, guys. We're gonna go ahead and look this up real quick. I forgot off the top of my head which beasts we're gonna want to corrupt whenever you come across these ice like frozen guys. All right, misery, dread, scorn, or envy. That's what you're gonna want. Misery, dread, scorn, or envy. Those are gonna be the ones. There's none of those here. But if you do come across one of these while you're running maps, guys, that's why I'm bringing it up now. You want to go back, you portal back to your hideout, you grab a Val orb, and you want to corrupt it, because then you get a shot at getting hysteria, insanity, horror, or delirium. You get some pretty worthwhile S's that you can get. We'll talk about later in a different video, but just as a heads up, have that on standby. Just anytime you come across one of those, you go ahead and quickly look it up. Like, as you can see, I don't have it memorized myself, but it's too easy just to be like, oh, which ones am I trying to look for? Which ones do I gotta corrupt? And guys, a Val orb, that's just one chaos. Come on, it's worth it. especially if you get lucky enough, pick up one of them horrors. All right, let's go ahead and keep on doing it. So far, I would have to say beach is no bueno at the moment. I actually do have it shaped. I am still getting the rope, so we did get a regal, which is currently worth 1 chaos. If you wanna sell them, I do hold on to them. I do use them for these, like jewels, for example. If I get a magic jewel that's got some pretty nice stats. I'm not much of a crafter myself, just yet at least. At the moment, I mostly just, if I find a good item, yeah, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of craft on it, see how much, how much RNG gods are favoring me in that day. But otherwise, I mostly just sell. But those regals I keep, especially for jewels. If you get a nice magic jewel that's got some juicy mods on it, like life, fizz, some decent Ella on it, some leech, then oh, by all means, go ahead and throw a regal on it, see what you can get. I actually just had one yesterday on stream, in which had, I think it was like plus 6% life, along with like 15% global fizz. Either way, it was a pretty juicy jewel, magic jewel. So I was like, hell yeah, let's go ahead and regal this nonsense. All right, so yeah, these early ones, once you get late game, as I'm sure everyone knows. And guys, the real reasons why I know you're thinking to yourself, hey, obviously don't run lower maps when you're a little bit higher on the level scale. Honestly, I actually know quite a bit of people that are a little bit intimidated to go up in tier. Once they start picking up those higher tier maps, you're kind of worried, especially those my hardcore players out there, like, do I actually want to roll the dice in doing one of those crazy tier 10s, even tier 9s, the estuary, I think I'm saying it right, maps, I'm over here just killing it with the tier 1s, with the beaches, some of these linear ones. Honestly, guys, just do it. I recently, hell, just right before stream, I just ran a tier 15 with ease. Like, I'd been running back to back, a couple of the red maps here and there, as you can see from my little map stash, and it's really not too difficult as long as you have a solid build. You do, and honestly my path tree, as you guys can see, is I've got a lot of work. I got a lot of changes to make on. I'm currently trying to save up for a Zoph's blood so I can kind of save some points here. I'm gonna remove these, put some more invested in like toward Juggernaut. That alone right there is worth at least 2 of these nodes, and I'm gonna make a lot of changes to it. But I mean, as it sits now, I'm sitting there running tier 15s with ease. Didn't die, no problem. So on this current run, we picked up a unique ring. Praxis looks like it's really not. I'm not really gonna get anything from trying to sell it on PoE trade. A lot of times, guys, you do want to gauge. On PoE trade, yeah, you could probably get, I don't know, Jeweler's Orb or even a Chroma. You really want to back out of the current map that you're in, waste a bunch of time to go give some guy this ring for a Jeweler's Orb. That's just wasting time. So just go ahead and just vendor it. Plus, you can get a couple alchemy shards. I know, guys, my English today is just insane, and it saves you time. All right, so on this particular Crimson Jewel, we got +6 to attributes, block, 1% block with shields, 6% increased attack speed with one-handed melee weapons, and 10% increased projectile damage. While the attributes and the 6% increased speed, I mean, yeah, that caps out 6% increased speed. I mean, that's decent. Those 2 alone are good. Attributes, I guess, could be bumped up a little bit higher, but it's all over the place. You got block with shields, you got projectile, you got one-handed melee weapon. It's just all over the place, so it's not worth it. We're gonna go ahead and just sell that. And those of you guys out there that are kind of wanting to toy around with crafting, yes, you can craft a little bit, minorly craft with jewels. You can just kind of, you throw them in here, you can scour them, make them white, you can transmute them, keep re-rolling with alt orbs. And then, same way you would with any other type of gear there is. Go ahead and throw these 2 essences here, and then we're gonna move on to the next map. So this current one we're about to run, it has 29% more monster life, and monsters gain a frenzy charge on hit. Just easy peasy. So we're gonna go ahead and pop right in. I actually think I have a shaped beach map too. We're gonna go ahead and run after we run this one and the next one. I actually just hit my blast there. And we can kind of see how much of a big difference there is, because I know a lot of people like to shape their beach map because of how linear it is. you can easily just burn. Hell, we just ran through what, 2-3 of these within a matter of, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes, something like that. And my character's pretty slow. I don't have a whole lot of movement speed on it. I feel as though, you know, we're still clearing some stuff pretty nicely. T-Rexes are the coolest, by the way. All right. I thought I saw Zayna over here, so we're gonna go ahead and knock out a quick Zayna quest. I do count that as perks, you know, stuff you gain from running the map. You know, you always want to level up your masters, get some crafting in, or like I said, that MTB Cribs hideout. She's gonna be taking us here. Slay the corrupted boss. Complete the mission with a time limit. Slaying monsters increases time, so we're gonna go ahead and oh, look at that! I got a sulfur flask and a jewel. Okay, we'll go ahead and take these. Damn, the density on this map looks like it's pretty not too bad, especially for one that's not shaped or anything. And we're just gonna keep trucking through, just carving through. And guys, by the way, I do have my character set to public, so if you do want to take a look at the progress on what it is I'm doing via character build, Scottoria is this character, or you can just look my account name up, Scottoria. And, you know, I'm always open for some feedback, man. Don't be a douche about it, but if you got some legitimate feedback, you're like, hey, man, you should kind of think about doing this or going this route with your character. I'm always ears open. We got a chroma thing right here. Do we have temporal chains or something, or what is going on here? There we go. It looks like we completed the mission. Oh, and we got a chaos orb. I'll take it. And the chest. And it had nothing in it of value. We actually got more from the mobs. I'm just kind of curious right here. This Crimson Jewel, 16% fizz damage with swords. We can actually possibly do something with that. We'll take a look. Once we get back to the hideout, we're actually going to probably toy around with that just a little bit. And Sorrow the Divine. You can see we still got mobs coming in. I'll go ahead and take them out. 40% increased damage. 45% increase. I actually might keep that one myself, to be honest with you. I actually run a similar flask. I might go ahead and, you know, hold on to that one. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let me try and find a transmute at least. Or some kind of orb so we can hit that strong box. I'm not a big fan. I mean, I'll still run those strong boxes when they're white. But I feel like transmutes and even chances are pretty common enough to where you can just pick one up off the battlefield and go ahead and you know, enchant those or put those on the strong box, get a little bit better stuff from it. Maybe not. I mean, we've got some pretty decent stuff from these mobs so far, but no transmutes. All right, last little pack, and then we'll just run back and hit it. All right, let's go back. Where was it? I think I lost it. If so, it's not the end of the world. Oh man. Note to self, guys, if you ever come across one, you won't plan on coming back to it, always pay attention to where it was. Oh, there it is. Alright, looks like we didn't get anything juicy from it. Let's go ahead and go back to the map. To be honest, guys, I'm actually not too upset about our gains. I mean, obviously, running higher tier maps are going to be, you know, the better avenue of approach here. But I mean, we've got some pretty decent stuff. I mean, the amount of time we've invested, considering it's just a tier 1, and it's not. This is not the shaped version of it, so. Oh, the fire dogs. Oh, if some of you are kind of wondering, you know, what's up with my particular cyclone, I do have the MTX for the spinning, the whirling blades. That's what you kind of see. Saw blades, excuse me. That's why it kind of looks like saw blades when my dude spins. Go ahead and zoom in. See that? I think it looks pretty cool. I was torn. I also picked up the white one, since my guy kind of looks like has kind of a little bit of angelic feel to it. But I just like the razor blades on him. I think it looks super cool. All right, we got another chroma item. And those of you guys that are wondering, you know, why is this particular item worth a chromatic orb? It's because it's one of each color at least. You can have other colors on here also if it's more than 3 links, but they have to be linked together and they have to be one of each color touching. So both of these, as you can see, have one of each color and they're all linked. And like I said, yes, you can have other colors on there as well. You just have to at least have one of each. And they do have to be linked. All right, so not super gainful, but go ahead and all right. So this is what we're gonna do with the jewel. I was kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. I kind of want to see with 16% fizz damage with swords, you could potentially get something like even two-handed with 16%. That would count toward you get a two-handed sword. Or there's other fizz damage, there's other attribute things, there's life you can get. So we're gonna go ahead and do a new random property. Go ahead and augment it. 20% increased damage with bleeding. That's also capped for that one too. Looks like not the greatest of mods, but you know we can go ahead and I think it's worth just. You know we'll just go ahead and read. We picked it up during the map run anyway. 9 dex and intel. All right, so that's not worth it. We're gonna go ahead and just sell it. I like to gamble sometimes, guys. All right, we'll go ahead and put those there. All right, so the last one's gonna be 15% more monster life. Monsters cannot be stunned, and monsters take 27% reduced extra damage from crit strikes. All right, so let's go ahead and run this one. All right, so this is gonna be the last of the normal beach maps, and then I'm gonna run a shaped beach map just to show you guys what kind of a difference there is, what kind of loot we're gonna gain. Now, a shaped beach map is gonna be yellow. It's no longer a white map. So we're actually gonna run an alk on it. I believe it's already been alked, but if it hasn't, we're gonna go ahead and put one on there and see what kind of a difference in items we can pick up, and you know how difficult is it really? What kind of mobs are we getting? What kind of nonsense are we gonna be dealing with that particular map? Looks like we got Vegan here. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I'm terrible with name, guys. And if you haven't already, guys, make sure you guys follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Scottoria. I do live stream Path of Exile, and you'll be able to see some of this coverage. You know, messing around and you know doing a little bit of crafting here and there. You know, some things and stuff. I do play with viewers. I have done some map runs, and you know, a couple labs with viewers and stuff. We got a cobalt jewel. Looks like I'm gonna pick that transmute up just in case this time. Just in case, guys, this time we find another one of those strong boxes. All right. Well, we got an alchemy. That's gonna pay for the for the shaped one. I always kind of do that whenever I'm running maps. I always kind of look to see what's gonna pay for itself on the next map I run. So if I at least find an alchemy, if I at least find a map, or if I find 2 alchemies, it's gonna pay for the next 2 in advance. Little things like that you kind of want to be mindful of, especially if you're just gonna be back-to-back farm map running and whatnot. Be mindful of where your current currency is at. yeah, Jeweler's Orb. And yes, guys, a lot of times if you are going to be running some white maps or some of the lower tier maps, I would kind of recommend getting one of those flasks. They're going to help your movement speed, or various gears can help your movement speed. As you can see, I'm kind of going a little bit slow, and you can actually clear these a lot faster utilizing one. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for those white tier maps. I'm gonna take a look at this jewel this time. We got 5% at attack speed, 3% cast, 11% totem life. We're going to just sell that. Not worth. Okay, so whenever you shape a map, so this is a tier 1 beach maps. As you can see, we got a bunch of them. It's gonna go up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna bump it up to a yellow map. I do have one shaped beach over here. We did pick up that alk during that last run. Go ahead and alk it. Areas inhabited by ranged monsters, guys. You're gonna see that it is in fact having more mods on this map. 22% more magic monsters, minus 6% max player resistance. Monsters deal 86 extra damage, or 86% extra damage is cold. So it's gonna take their base damage and it's gonna take 86% of that and add it on top of it. So that's a lot more DPS coming out of those monsters. Magic monsters packs each have a bloodline mob. Players have 20% less area of effect. So with my current build, I'm looking for things like elemental equilibrium or elemental reflect. So I don't really, and and no regen, i.e. health or mana. So I don't see either of those three on here. So should be easy peasy, good to go map to run. We'll go ahead and throw that in here. And let's see how much of a difference it is having a shaped beach map versus those 3-4 normal beach maps that we ran. I would say the amount of items we found on a normal tier 1 beach map, guys, while yes, it is a fun, easy map to run, I wouldn't recommend wasting your time. As you guys can see. All right, so far so good. Looks like this one's got quite a bit of totems. We're gonna be coming across on this particular one. We got another vegan. What is this? What does he want this time? Defeat. All right, let's do it. Oh shit. Oh, am I fighting them too? What are they doing? All right, guys. That was kind of weird. You guys see how fast they were shooting their little bows and stuff there? All right, so it looks like we actually found a breach in this map, guys. That's exciting. I'm currently looking for some Zoph, some splinters for the Zoph blood. I'm saving up for at the moment, so hopefully that's what we get out of this breach. If not, either way, you could still find some pretty juicy stuff out of them. So the way a breach works, guys, I always like to kind of circle around and clear out some of the in-map monsters first. That way I'm not really having to deal with them while I'm trying to clear it. So we're gonna go ahead and touch it. Beep. Let's see if we get, oh, it is Zoph. Oh, there we go. Let's get some density here, boys. See if we can get some stuff. We got clasped hands over here. Let's go ahead and grab those. Boom. Got a couple more splinters from it. Oh, so far it is pretty dense, nice and a little bit juicy here. Let's go ahead and clear them. Oh, come on. Give me the big guy. The fuck? Okay. I was like, where's he going? All right, come on. Come. Give us the big guy. No, we didn't get any big guys, but we did get a decent amount of splinters. We'll go ahead and go through and collect some of these. Got some chance orbs. Chromatic. We got a decent amount of chance orbs this go around. A lot of times you'll find things like breach rings. Honestly, I don't really care much about them. I mean, I've tried to sell them in the past, but they're really not that juicy. We did get we got a unique Paulet ring again. Yeah, here we go. Woe turn breach ring. So properties are doubled while you're in a breach, and that's what we just did. We just did a breach. Dex, max energy shield, 54 life, 36% increased mana regen, 17% fire res. So that's all gonna be double, looks like, whenever you're doing a breach. And like I said, this, I would not really say it's worth it. Not worth the time. All right, so we got some Zoph stuff. That's what I'm liking. We got a rare strong box here. Oh, go ahead and clear some of this nonsense. We got a Chroma Claw over there. All right, let's go ahead and hit it. Fireball level 6. So they're just leveled. Looks like you just got some leveled skill gems. I got a fusing, nice. Level 19 right here though. Now, if they were superior, like if they had some quality on them, you always pick them up, guys. I actually have been asked this several times on stream. You do always pick up superior gems that have quality on them, because then you can trade those in for gem cutter orbs. You can make the actual gems you're currently running, you can increase their quality and potentially corrupt them, or a sexier variant of it. Get that added level. I actually just did it on stream yesterday. I just finally got my my Cyclone to level 20 and quality of 20, and I Val Orbed it, corrupted it, and is now level 21. Plus the bronze live chest piece, in which I'm currently running, which adds 2 levels to skill gems that have movement speed, or excuse me, movement skill gems, and so it's gonna bump it up to level 23 Cyclone, which is pretty nice. So I would say we definitely got a little bit juicier stuff running the shaped variant of the beach map, guys. So far, a little bit more chromas, a little bit. We got things like the breach. We got a rare strong box. We had a master's mission. Oh, cobalt jewel. Go ahead and take a look at that. We've been getting a lot of jewels on these beach maps. I've got to say, I like jewels. You never know what you're gonna get. And we got Orb of Regret. If you're happy with your current passive tree, I believe you get those are selling 1 for 1 for Chaos right now. Oh, and we got a div card. Nice. All right, so it looks as though that's about it. That clears the main area. Let's go ahead and hit the boss real quick. He's a little bit beefier this time, but we go ahead and took him out with ease. And let's go back home. Take a look at our wares, our loot. All right, so this go around, as you can see, guys, our area is a little bit more filled here. Let's take a look at this cobalt jewel we picked up. Plus 14 dex, 14% increased lightning damage, 7% increased energy shield recharge rate, 13% lightning res. All over the place. Not very juicy jewel. Not a very juicy jewel. This is the Paula ring. I think it's the exact same one we found earlier. We're going to sell that one too. And let's go ahead and grab our chromas, guys. As you can see in this, for example, there's 4 sockets. At least 3 of them are 3 different colors, and they're all linked together. So we picked up 5 chroma orbs plus a 6th one that we just found on the ground. Go ahead and sell all that stuff. Hop over to our stash chest here. I forgot to sell this one. So far, not too bad. Picked up some more Zoph, so hey, 29 out of 100. So we still got a little bit of time before we're gonna be able to do Zoph's breach here. Honestly, more than likely I'll end up saving up enough for that Zoph's blood myself with just straight exiles. But anyway, guys, appreciate y'all for hanging out today. Let's come step into my other office. was a little bit weird. I don't know why it glitched out like that. Anyway, if you haven't already, follow me over at twitch.tv/Scottoria for live stream coverage of some Path of Exile. Every now and then you're going to see me doing a couple other things here and there. I did used to be a Clash of Clans streamer. That's where a good chunk of my community is coming from. Those are my clashers out there that are still down to watch. I honestly recommend playing this game, guys. It's free. It's on Steam. It's on Xbox. There's a lot of planning, as you can see, that goes into it, via builds, how you're going to do your map runs, what you're going to sell, what you're not going to sell, are you going to do some crafting. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with it. Over at Twitter, at Clash Scottoria, if you haven't already, make sure you guys follow me over there to see whenever I do go live, whenever I drop a new video, whenever I tweet about tacos, my kids, anything. And then, of course, hit that subscribe button here and that like button if you did, in fact, enjoy the video and you want to start getting a little bit more. And you guys are more than welcome to hop over to my Discord at discord.gg/thekillsquad, all one word. I do share it with a couple of my fellow streamers and YouTubers. We all hang out in there. We talk about everything from Clash to Path of Exile mainly to various different games. We got guys over there playing Hearthstone, Fortnite, all kinds of stuff. So you're more than welcome to hop in there. Hit us up with any sort of questions you have. We do have some very experienced Path of Exile players out there. A special shout out to My Survive and Yeti, both of which are Path of Exile streamers and YouTubers also, who've been helping to guide me and teach me the ropes of the game. And yeah, so without further ado, guys, appreciate y'all for hanging out tonight, and I will see you again very soon.